So today I want to show you our new project car me and my dad bought. Basically it's a car for my mom. She needed something with really good gas mileage for work. So we got her a 2016 Hyundai Veloster, which I think is pretty cool for what it is. Now it's not the turbo, so it's nothing crazy fast. But basically we wanted a car that she can use and that me and my dad can work on, and just show people that you don't need to spend, you know, 50 grand or 45 grand on a nice Charger or a car like that to have something nice, but you can also get something more realistic without breaking the bank. So we wanted to do that. So the things we already added to it that I unfortunately I didn't have time to take a video of it, is we put in an automatic start that actually controls the door locks, everything without the factory key fob. So we put that in, and then today I'm going to show you how we put in the hood vents. Now it's not a crazy in-depth video on how to do it. We just want to show you guys the process on how to do it. So, but I'll give you a little walk around, things I like about it. I think it's really cool. I love the quirkiness of the two doors on one side and one door on the other, but it still gives you enough room that, obviously that seat's a little slid back a little far, but it gives you enough room. You could put two people in the back. It is not a 5-seater, it's a 4-seater. It has cup holders in the middle. But I like it for what it is. If you take cars for what they are and you don't compare them to a Lamborghini or something, it's a really good car for the price. I think it's styled well. I don't think it's overdone. But the inside is really nice. It has cloth seats with leather outside. It does have a full color touchscreen that is actually pretty nice. It doesn't have navigation. Let me put the key in here. It doesn't have navigation, but it does have the premium sound. It sounds actually really good for a Hyundai. It has, hold on, let's count them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has 8 speakers with a sub in the trunk. It sounds really good. And then it has a full color touchscreen display. And I think if you hit home, wherever the home button is, that's phone. Anyway, so I found the home button. Anyway, so if you hit the home button, it does have this really cool thing. It says Eco. You can push that, and it brings up a game. So what the game is, between you and the other drivers in this car, you can get a score. So depending on how good your gas mileage is, you can get a score, which is actually kind of really addicting, where I find myself trying to coast down hills and putting it in neutral and trying to really squeeze out every gallon of gas. It's way different than my Charger, where I'm sucking gas down as fast as I can. But I'm getting 30 miles, or my mom's getting 30 miles a gallon in it, 41 at times, depending on if she was doing a lot of interstate driving. So if you take it for that, it's a really good car if you have to drive a lot or you commute to work, but it's still fun and sporty looking, that it's not like boring. So, but that was the interior. Let's get started on showing you how to install these hood vents on the front here. And I appreciate you guys watching the video, and let's get started. So what I'm doing now is I'm just making a little template. So I cut out the holes, and then now I can hold it down, and then with a razor blade I'm going to come across and cut it. Unfortunately I don't have my camera stand, so it's just going to have to be like that as I do it. That's finished product. So let me go take it out to the car. Let me grab some tape. So after we cut out the holes for our hood vents, when we were test fitting them, we noticed the studs weren't coming through the holes here, the mounting holes, all the way. So we actually had to take a hammer and knock these up so the studs would come out. And then we had to buy our own nuts, our own washer from the hardware store because they didn't come with it. Now, these hood vents came directly from Hyundai, meaning like we bought them off of Amazon, and on the back of them it had the Hyundai logo, and it said it was for this car, but who knows. They didn't fit quite right. They were $24 on Amazon. They came out, I mean, they look good. There's just some things that just look off. If you look down underneath, I don't know if you can see from the camera, they stick up here, and even if you screw it down all the way, it doesn't quite, look okay. I mean, this will squish down, but then the center pops up, and then this side will squish down. It's not that we didn't cut the hole big enough, it's how it is. Even if it went down all the way, the plastic's so thick that it would still stick up. So for what they were, for $24, they weren't bad. My suggestion, how they look isn't worth the aggravation of cutting a hole in your hood, getting these to fit, hammering this up so the nuts go through. I know it's a little expensive, but for $300 you can buy one with vents already in them. I think what we're going to do is, we didn't know we had to cut that much for these. It didn't give us any directions. There was no videos on it. They have functional vents that are actually open for function. We think we're going to purchase those since we had to cut a hole in the hood anyways. But other than that, it didn't go too bad. It definitely makes the front end look a little better. I have a lot of carbon fiber wrap left over from another project. I don't know if I want, but I think I might put black carbon fiber in here. I saw it on a couple different cars and it looked pretty good, but I'm trying to keep it tastefully done where it doesn't look too riced out, but also give it just a unique look. But I appreciate watching the video. I know it was kind of short.